I've returned from Stockton Con with a ton of stuff. Well, maybe not a ton, but a lot. So the first thing we bought was tickets. Get this out of the way. Actually, technically the first thing given to us was free admission, which was really nice. And apparently we were number 269. Awesome. It was like the first three, I want to say it was like first 300 got free parking. Now that we got some of the boring stuff out of the way, time for all the freebies that they give out. They had a whole table with all these papers and stuff, and these are just some of the ones I grabbed. These are probably all the conventions I will be going to. So I went to Stockton Con. So I picked up Winter Stockton Con. I like going to Stockton Con. It's really close to where I live, and you know I spent a couple hours there. It's relatively cheap, and it's condensed, but it's close. And I can't really say that about Sacramento as much. So definitely plan on going during the winter. So got that. Then we got to Sacramento Gamers Expo. So that looks interesting. So yeah. Then we got Sac Anime, which I will definitely be going to Sac Anime. I don't know if anyone here would be interested, but if you wanted to bump into me, I look like a dork, so I'll probably stand out like a sore thumb. So anyways, definitely looking forward to going to Sac Anime. Huge convention, probably the best convention in California in my personal opinion. At least the ones I've gone to. But anyways, that was cool. Then I found Lodi Con, which is coming up. This was really small the last time I went there, but it'd be nice to go again. It's fairly close, and it was fairly cheap to get in, so yeah, that's cool. Now that we got all the freebie boring stuff out of the way, time for the real stuff. So the first, actually I'm going to go in order from last. The last thing I purchased was not that overpriced SDF1. I didn't buy that at all. It was really cool, but a little out of my price range. Anyways, I bought, now you'll never guess, an Angry Bird plush. So it's actually kind of neat. It's got the Squeeze Me tag right there. So that's a later, so it means it was a later release. Fully tagged, even though the tag's a little messed up. And it's got the tush tag down there. So yeah, I thought it was worth it. So the next thing I bought is a bunch of bootleg Legos, and as you can see I got Spider-Man, Optimus Prime, Rockstar Freddy, Sonic, a Death Trooper, and I also grabbed a bunch of Clone Troopers, the Phase 2 Clone Troopers. I got an orange, a yellow, blue, green, and a Stormtrooper. I really like these bootleg minifigs. They could be a little pricey. I mean, all four of the, math is hard. Oh dear lord. All 10 of these cost about 40 bucks, but figuring that this is knockoff Lego and you're getting, for the most part, decent minifigs, I mean, I think they're worth it personally, especially when you look at the prices of Lego sets nowadays. They are just freaking outrageous. They're getting to the point where I don't even know if I want to buy official Lego anymore. But, I mean, there are a couple sets I do want to buy, but still. Anyways, so that's really cool, and just for fun, let's do a side-by-side comparison with some actual Clone Troopers. Alright, so right here are the bootleg Clone Troopers, and then over here are the official ones, so they actually look pretty spot on. I like their colors, I like their details. It's darker. I don't know how well you can tell on camera. Let's see. I don't know how well you can tell, but the bootleg one definitely looks a lot smoother. You know, it's plastic, and the original looks a little rougher. I don't know. The original also looks a little bit more defined. The new one, or the bootleg one, looks a little softer. I will admit, I really appreciate the detail on the legs and the darker details on the belts and stuff. Overall, I think these bootleg figures, for what they are, they're actually pretty decent, all things considered. And I don't know if you can tell, I also really like their bootleg Stormtrooper. I actually think it looks better than this official one, but I prefer the original, about mid-2010s Stormtrooper look between all three. But I like this one. It's got arm printing on it, it's got leg printing on it. I mean, it looks really nice and doesn't look oversized and really ugly. So, anyways, I really like these bootleg minifigs. They have high quality of detail for the most part. They look nice. I mean, yeah, they are bootlegs, they're not official, they're not going to be as good, but to me, these minifigs somehow in some way, to me, look just amazing. They cover so many different franchises that LEGO doesn't have the license for, like Five Nights at Freddy's, Legend of Zelda, Predator, Alien, and Terminator, Godzilla. So I mean, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. I mean, it's just really, really cool. And it's nice to have LEGO minifigs of Mario and Luigi, and of Optimus Prime, and you can get a bunch of clone stormtroopers for dirt cheap, and you can have a bunch of them, and yeah, they do look a little off in some areas, but for the most part I think these look really nice, and I highly recommend picking them up if you just kind of want the minifigs, because honestly that's pretty much what you buy LEGO sets for, is more or less just the minifigs, except for a couple cases like the X-Wing and that Jurassic Park Jeep that just came out. That was really cool. Anyways, moving on to actually the first things I bought, but I wanted to save them for last because to me they are really important. Semi-recently, at a previous convention, I picked up this handmade Bob-omb plushie, and I thought it was really cool. I dedicated a whole video about it, and since then I went to another convention and picked up a bunch more plushies, and I made a whole video about it, and one of the things I mentioned in the video is that to make a really simple, different one. Holy smokes, I'm bad at dialogue. One of the things that I made mention in the video is I'd really like to see the red Bob-ombs, because in Super Mario 64, my favorite 3D Mario game, the red ones are the good guys. You'll never guess the first thing I noticed when I saw their table. They made the red ones! And it's so cool! So here we have the two Bob-ombs. This is their original black one, and this is the new red one. As you can see, I don't know if it's just me, but you can definitely tell. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it looks like they used a slightly different shade of yellow. You probably can't tell on camera. I'm probably going crazy. I think I am going crazy. It does look the same. But besides that, the detail of these two are actually fairly different. Now they both share the silver top for the wick. But huge difference, this one's just yellow, this one's white, and it's got a really cool, I don't know how they did that at the top, that is so cool. It's a bright red little thing. I guess they probably just wrapped some yarn over that, but that is so freaking cool. And on the back, both their keys are actually different. On the red one it's silver, and on the black one it's yellow. Just pretty much, that's really game accurate. And the feet are obviously a little wider on the red one, but that's okay. And I don't know about, when I first saw it, it looked a lot bigger, but now that I have them side by side, it doesn't look that much bigger. But I have a sneaking suspicion when they saw my video and I did kind of a side by side comparison with the official Super Nintendo World ones, I think something clicked in their heads going, okay, we need to make these just a little bit bigger. But totally awesome. And I didn't just pick up one red Bob-omb, I picked up two. And what's really awesome and what I thought was really special and really cool is they actually saved these two specifically for me. They also made a slightly bigger one that I didn't grab. But they actually saved these two specifically for me because I had made mention of it, and I couldn't decide between the two, so I just bought them both. And I'm not gonna lie, these are some of the sweetest people I've ever met, and at a convention, more or less. And they were super awesome, super sweet, and I didn't just pick up some Bob-ombs. I did want to pick up more Mario item stuff, but I didn't see any. I was a little disappointed. I would really want to pick up the shells that they made. I know they've made them in the past. I was looking forward to grabbing some, but I couldn't find any. But that's okay, I'll just look out for them at the next convention, because those shells looked really cool. So I picked up some other things that are also Nintendo related, mostly. So let's get these two guys back there. Alright. So, one of the first things I saw, and I had to get it. Kirby! This is so cute. It's so cool. I love Kirby. He's a great character. Although I wouldn't want to fight him because I think that would... Because, I mean, it kind of sucks. I'm sorry about that. I thought it was funny. But anyways, this is a really cool little Kirby. I like his little stance. It looks like he's sitting down. And Kirby's an awesome character. I think this is actually accurate to how big Kirby really is. But either way, it's a really cute, really cool little Kirby plush. Alright, so I grabbed 3 more. Let's see. So one of the other ones that I grabbed because I still love Star Wars is I grabbed this little baby Yoda. It looks so cute, and I saw it at a couple other conventions, and I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with the little baby Yoda. I think definitely Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 are definitely better than the third one. The third one, much less the said the better. But overall, I could not deny how cute this little guy was, so I grabbed him too. And for some strange reason, while we were out and about, my sister didn't grab anything, so as I was buying these plushies, I thought I needed to grab something for her. So I grabbed a little Winnie the Pooh plush. And this is really cute. Winnie the Pooh. It's got little felt eyeballs and mouth and stuff. Really cute, and definitely, this video probably a lot better than the actual horror film. But anyways, moving on. And keeping in line with things that are the color red, I grabbed myself a Pokeball. Now you could be asking, Orion, I thought you weren't the biggest Pokemon guy on the planet. I'm not, but one of the projects that I would like to be working on soon, within a couple months, depending on how the world goes, I'd like to be working on a very special Pokemon video, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil anything. All I'm gonna say is Smosh Park. That's it. I'm not saying anything else, but this is a really cool Pokemon. She had a bunch of other ones, but due to my lacking of knowledge of Pokemon, I didn't have a whole lot of interest in grabbing the other ones, but she had a whole bunch of different balls. She had the Master Ball, she had the black one, she had the Love Heart one, which I don't know what that does in game. Someone would like to tell me in the comment section so I don't sound like a complete dummy, you know, to feel free. But anyways, the main goal of goals was getting a Red Bomb, and that is just be not give down. Was just so cool, and it really reminded me that, you know, whatever you say as a content creator, you know, someone's listening, and that is just so freaking awesome. I can't thank them enough for actually making these. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous thinking, well, you know, they might not make them, but, you know, there's some other things they could grab, and they really did. They really made them, and this is just so freaking awesome. I love it. So, huge shout out to Miss Melissa and her art and her mom. She does amazing art. I've done a whole video about her, and it's really cool. And the actual person who makes them are her mom, also known apparently as Corn Mama, and her name is Terry, and I am too scared to attempt to pronounce that last name. But anyways, you guys have done an amazing job with these plushies, and I'll cherish them for a really long time. And they'll definitely star in more videos. So. Anyways. And I actually have more of these little plushies. They're actually sitting off to the side. So look out for another video. Why are these plushies so awesome? 2! Because I actually have a bunch of other plushies that I picked up at a previous convention that I was going to make a video for, but then this convention happened, and then I wanted to make a really better video. Anyways, so just keep your eyes out for that other video about why are these plushies so awesome too. So, anyways, guys, that is everything that I grabbed at Stockton Con, or Summer Stockton Con 2023. Now, you could be asking, well, Ryan, why does every single time you do a video about this, your collection of stuff gets smaller and smaller? Well, after the summer, after last year when I went to Sac Anime and bought so much stuff and spent so much money, and I don't know if I could use this voiceover. I'm definitely gonna use the footage still. But the main reason every single time this collection of videos get smaller and smaller, more or less comes down to personal tastes. There are a lot of cool things at conventions, but a lot of the time some of the things are just overpriced or not really worth what people are asking for, and a lot of the stuff is relatively worthless. A lot of Funko Pops, a lot of comics, some of them are rare, like a lot of action figures and stuff. Some of them are worth stuff, some of them aren't. To me, they're just, if I'm going to find, let's just say, a Mighty Eagle plush, you know, I'm not gonna look for it, or like a Kenner R2D2 or something. You know, I could probably find it at a convention, but I'll probably pay through the nose if I actually find it in decent condition. And something like eBay, you can buy stuff all day long, and you don't even have to leave the house. That's one of the things that I'm going to be moving forward, or one of the things I want to do going forward, is just picking up some things and just doing my best to just have fun. Standing in line and buying stuff. That's why I really like these little handmade Mario items, because you can't really buy them anywhere. So, I mean, you can get them on Etsy and stuff, but it's always cool to support someone who's a fellow artist. And even though my artistic ability remains with cameras and moving little figurines here and there, and maybe a couple of movie reviews here and there. But anyways, so that's just kind of why the collection videos are getting smaller and smaller. I don't even know if I use this. So, anyways, guys, this is Ryan SRT264 Sound, my amigos. Peace, and have a great day. And remember, finish the fight. And yes, before someone asks in the comment section below, yes, Steve Downs was there. No, I did not meet him, although he is a really cool guy. I've met him before, and I didn't feel like paying $80 for a really nice picture and a signature again. So anyways, peace, have a great day.